Teachers, I hope everybody is doing well at home. I know that you've had a very busy week with launch week and getting all of your Canvas sites and all of your distant learning going. I wanted to let you guys know that we miss you so much. We miss seeing you at PD and in your classrooms, but hope everybody is staying safe at home. So as I've kind of dived into distant learning this week, one of the things that I thought might be helpful were to give you some tips on setting up a space for you to work at home. There's been a few things that I've just discovered and picked up throughout the week that I thought might be helpful. So I'm going to flip you guys around and kind of show you the workspace that I've set up and give you some tips. All right. Okay. So one of the things that I did was I set up a little spot in our bedroom that I've just used as a dedicated space for teaching and learning. I do want to call out, I absolutely know that not everybody is in the same situation as I am. I have a home where I can go to a separate space away from my family. I also have a 15-year-old at home instead of a toddler or anything else. But I just wanted to show you kind of what is working for me. So I found an old card table in our garage and set that up as my desk. And it has been really helpful to have just one space in the house that I can get away from everything else, that I kind of turn my brain on for working whenever I sit down. Another thing that I set up was a shelf. Again, found a spare shelf out in the garage and placed all of the materials. I guess it's a good thing that I'm a bit of a hoarder and still have classroom materials. And I kind of divided those up by subject. And that way when I go to make videos or do any online learning, I can pull stuff right off the shelf. I don't have to dig around and look for it. And it has made things super helpful. On top of my shelf, I just kind of laid out some of the things that I'm using quite often, Dr. Pepper included. And again, it's just helped to have all of those kind of laying in one space. I also bought a really cheap poster board, whiteboard, that I use to just kind of keep myself gathered and be able to chart down what I need to do for each day. Another thing that I have, again, I know I have a 15-year-old, not a 2-year-old. I can't imagine. You guys working at home with toddlers and young children are amazing. And remember to take care of yourself. But the one thing that I did was I created a sticky note system for my family. And this one says on a call. So when I'm on a Zoom call, I'm meeting with somebody, they just know if they need to come in the room, do it quietly, know that I'm on a video. And then I also have one outside right now on my door that says recording, please don't knock. And when that's up, they know that unless they are kind of bleeding, vomiting, or dying, not to knock on the door because I'm in the middle of recording a video. The other thing that I have done with just positioning this is I kind of set this up so that I could quickly turn and have a blank space behind me when I'm recording videos, so that you guys don't have to see all the distractions and the kids don't have to see all the distractions of my messy bedroom. Last but not least, I also found another little smaller table. For me, it worked out to be an old piano bench that I had. And what I've been using that for is when I need to record, I can drag it over, use it as a table to put materials on as I'm showing kids. I can also just use it to prop my computer up on if I'm doing something where I'm sitting on the floor and want to be at a lower level. So that's actually been super helpful, just to have a second little space, whether it's another chair or a table or a piano bench like I have, for a second recording space. Another really cool trick that I have learned this week is if you have one of these guys, haven't used it in years, a selfie stick, it has been really, really helpful for Zoom calls, because what I can do is I can put my phone on that selfie stick and prop it up so it stands up and my hands are free to then use my computer or my notepad or anything else to take notes while I'm on a Zoom call. So if you have one of those little gems, you might break it back out and use it for your recording. Other really quick tips, one I forgot was whenever I have a really, really busy day, one of the things that I've been doing is writing notes to myself on this board. The other day I wrote up there, stop at 12:30 and have lunch. I wrote a note to myself, my son's video for his class that he's on would start at 1. So I made a note up there, 1 o'clock Aiden's video starts. And it's just been kind of a helpful way for me to kind of take care of myself and keep things together with my own personal life and family. Of just notes to myself of like, hey, pause at 1 and take care of this. So that is my workspace that I have set up. I hope that it is helpful for you guys just to kind of see what I've kind of figured out throughout the week. Again, we all have different situations, so take any tips that might be helpful for you. All right, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.